You guys for tuning in with the Peace Talk Raw and shit.
We are here on a lovely Friday afternoon. Is it afternoon?
Bro, honestly, that's one thing.
It's like eve. Some people call it eve. Some people call it afternoon. I don't know. I just call it Friday, late Friday night.
Late Friday
night. There we go.
Late Friday night here at the.
We are here spending, doing what we love. We're starting to really enjoy doing this. A lot of people do tell us that they've been listening, which is pretty cool. You know, what do you think when people tell you that?
Yeah, I look forward to my Friday nights now.
Exactly.
I think I just made a post about it right now. I'm like, oh fuck, finally, you know, I enjoy my Friday nights because before I wouldn't do anything, or I would be out doing stupid shit, you know, like freaking drinking and partying, or I was not necessarily partying, but I would just be out doing stupid shit.
Yeah, and here we're actually building something up, you know, making something, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, bro. So
to do.
The topic for tonight is actually picked by Pulido.
By me.
Pulido.
Why entrepreneurship?
Why did we choose this headache of a freaking occupation?
I best believe, I really think this entrepreneurship is a big word, and I could personally probably talk about it for like 12 hours. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do our best to sum it up in what we said, 30 minutes.
We're gonna keep it on 30 minutes. Yeah, we don't want to bore you guys, and plus we're still having some technical difficulties with camera footage. You know, so I was telling Polito, I'm not good at the freaking whole technical part of
me either.
Like aspect of this stuff. Like I know like the basic stuff, but when it comes to like, oh, you gotta do this and code this and
coding. I think.
I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's coding, but I don't think it's coding. But it's just, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. But
cars actually have to get coded, and I sort of know how to do coding. But that's on cars.
Yeah, on cars. Yeah.
No, not this stuff.
All right, man. Since it was your question, bro, why did you pick this occupation? Why did you pick to become a business owner / entrepreneur?
So practically, the word entrepreneurship for me is it's a pretty big word. It's just something out of the ordinary. I have a close friend of mine called Sixto. Himself, he's about 45 years old, and he calls me Mr. Entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And well, he calls me that, and he kind of gives me props, you know, coming from a 45-year-old to give a 26-year-old props on, because you're trying to be an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. That feels pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot to it. It's just so much more than must be nice than being your own boss type of deal. Like, being your own boss is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, you know? Bro. It's really hard. Like, you think, like, at least back then I was like, okay, cool, I don't have anyone to tell me what to do. But then again, like, if you're not really improving yourself, you get to a point where you're just like, okay, no one telling me what to do. I'm just like fucking playing. What do they call it? Toddling with my fingers, or what is it called? You just kind of like,
you're in the same place.
Yeah, you're just in the same place if you don't try to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
So you gotta take initiative to see what you could do to better your business. But if you're just one of these people who just you know, they don't do anything, just pull up to their work, and then they just expect the customers to walk in and them not doing anything, then you're just really going to stay there.
It's really going to stay there, exactly.
Yeah.
Another thing I think about entrepreneurship, well, I'll get in detail. Entrepreneurship for me is, I would call it like no limit.
Exactly, yeah.
No limit, you know?
It's really, the amount of work you put in is what you get out.
Is what you're going to get.
Maybe you might not get it in the moment, but that's where delayed gratification comes in, and you got to just wait for it to happen to you. But it's literally impossible for you to not make it if you're doing everything that you can in your power to try to make it work.
Right, it's consistency. I think the big thing about it is consistency. Well, obviously doing it as much as you can every day. Patience. I think it requires a lot of patience. And just like Andy says it on all his episodes, you know, you feel lucky if you see a little bit of progress within 10 years.
Yeah,
you know?
Dude. So, sometimes I'm like, fuck, I'm not making it, but I'm like, come on, look at the fucking shit that he built, and it took him like minimum 10 years for him to see something.
Yeah. And
I'm barely here on year 6, and you know, we're seeing some stuff, but it's not. Maybe it's just me like not being complacent of where I'm at, but you know, obviously I want to get to a much bigger level and just keep on leveling up. But all of that takes time, bro. It takes time.
Yeah,
It
because
takes
honestly,
time.
as an entrepreneur, it's like I said, no limit, and every day just something new. Every day just something new, and it has to be under your control.
Yeah, bro. There's no limits to it. Really,
You
there's no
know, there's no
limits.
limit to it. I mean, no offense against like no one, but like I myself personally know big entrepreneurs that didn't go to college and they're making over 250K a year,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then you have doctors over here making 250K when they spent their life going to
10 like 10
school,
years or
10,
something.
12
Yeah.
years going to
We're not
school.
knocking on them or anything. You know,
You
it's
know,
cool.
no,
I mean,
no.
they
I mean
like
that
it.
they chose that.
They chose that. They
chose
like
that.
it. You know, they found a
You
passion
know,
for it. But I mean, yeah, if you don't want to do school, it's you don't have to. You know, you could just. I mean, we obviously didn't go to college or I mean, I didn't graduate from college. Did you go to college again? Or no.
no, just trade school.
Oh, trade school. Yeah, yeah.
I never liked school.
Yeah, same, dude.
So-
But yeah, I mean, for me, entrepreneurship, it's like, you know, first, you know, I guess you could say I'm an entrepreneur, but you know, we're still a small business. We're growing, and I just the reason why I really took this on was just because I hated being told what to do. Like I mentioned, I think the first episode, I hated when I would go to Pollo Loco and it would be like, "Hey, it's go clean the windows outside. It's fucking hot." I'm like fuck you, you know. But I just had to do it.
Honestly, I wasn't that bad.
No?
Cause I was that worker that I would do more than what I was paid for.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
No, that's cool, bro. That's cool.
You know,
Yeah.
I was always compensated for it, and I would always get noticed. And I never had a boss that didn't like me. Like every job I've ever had, they would be really sad when I would leave. But now that like, I mean, entrepreneur, it would be. I don't know if people would call me entrepreneur, but the reason I consider myself entrepreneur because I believe in myself. I believe that one day I'm gonna be a big entrepreneur. So you gotta set those positive vibes, you know.
Yeah. The right. What is it called? Like I guess you could say speaking it into existence.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
I got
Like
you.
a lot of people like quote me entrepreneur, lol. It's like, oh fuck you. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. What are
You
you
know,
doing?
like
Yeah.
you don't even have a job and you're over here making fun of me.
Uh-huh.
It's like you're the last person that should be making fun of me. You know, entrepreneur, that word, you know, it has a lot of. There's a lot of ways to look at it.
Yeah,
you know?
there's a lot of
So-
things. A lot of people call themselves entrepreneurs when they just. I mean, it really depends on. It's not really the term, but over the time, like people just want to. They think it's cool, just like having that word, you know, into their Instagram bio and stuff like that. But it's like whatever, you know. It is what it is. But as long as you know you're knowingly doing the right things to actually back up whatever you're saying, you know,
Yeah.
not just like say you're doing this and this and this, but behind the scenes you're not really doing shit.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Even let's say, shoot, even if it has to do with selling ice cream, you know, like that's entrepreneurship because you have to you have to figure out how you're gonna get the ice cream, who you're gonna get to help you sell the ice cream if you're gonna sell it alone. You know, that's entrepreneurship. You have to figure out on your own what you're gonna do. You know. Just like my goal is to have a big team, you know. Even though me and my girlfriend were talking on the other day, and it's like businessman inside and gearhead on the outside, you know. So it's just like my automotive repair. I think that's a great business to be an entrepreneur in because one, I could have workers. That I'll be more than happy to pay, you know. It'll feel good knowing that I'm taking care of families, taking care of them, treating them right, you know, knowing that for me, you know, as an entrepreneur, once you're really into the entrepreneur, oh, you've told me yourself that you've had to hold your own checks.
Yeah,
You know?
there's some times where I had
that's
to,
entrepreneurship.
yeah, dude, because
you know?
I mean it's just like paying myself versus buying like some equipment that I need or some more inventory for the cash flow to be there and stuff. So yeah, I think not
Like-
so long ago, maybe like what maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, I had to like skip my pay for the week just so I could purchase something for the business.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what entrepreneurship is all about. At the end of the day, it's
Bro, it's fucking hard.
it's yeah,
It's hard.
you're the last person that
hard.
benefits
Yeah.
at the end of the day, because let's say you want to go on a trip. You have plans to go on this trip, but that month it wasn't a good month. So there's only one person you could afford to pay. You're obviously not gonna pay yourself.
Mhm.
You're gonna pay your worker.
Yeah, you have to.
You know, you just can't tell them, like, you know what, there was no money, it was a slow month.
Hey, I'm not gonna pay you.
I'm not gonna pay you. No, what is he gonna think about you?
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
like, oh,
So
fuck
what are you
you.
gonna do? Not
Yeah.
get a check. You know,
obviously,
so
I have to. Okay, fuck, I can't pay myself this week. Oh well.
I really push people to join more on this entrepreneurship stuff. You know, it's pretty fun, and it just changes you. It changes you a lot into becoming a better person, stronger. Like nothing really gets to you. Like you just become. You have no choice. It's almost like if you're out in the wild. And
you got your back against the wall, there's really no way out. And I mean, there is, but then that's you going out of business, and obviously you don't want that.
Yeah,
dude, so you figure out a way. You make it work. If you're truly about it, if you got the balls and stuff, you go at it and you'll figure it out. I mean, it's gonna suck for a while, and if you're like, it's funny because I mean, obviously I always mention Andy and stuff, but like honestly, this past week it's been kind of like a struggle for me. Like I've been forcing myself to come, and like there's days I'm like, fuck. I think one of my friends told me, oh, take a mental health break or a mental health day and shit. I'm like, there's an episode he made on this shit.
Oh, did he? What does he say?
He says he says don't. He's saying, I'm not saying don't do it, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. Yeah. So he says like, oh, you're like an emotional wreck, and you're always like, oh, my mental health is very important to me, this and that. And there's nothing wrong with that. Cool. Everyone's different, but there's people out there who don't need it, and they're kind of taking the market share.
Yeah.
So that's when I'm like, fuck. When I'm starting to act like a little bitch, I'm like, fuck. No, I can't. I gotta. I mean, honestly, like, whatever helps me through the day. But when it gets to that point, I'm like, okay, fuck. Like, Spinner, go get me a Star Blast, and then we'll fucking, the bank Star Blast.
Yeah.
I'll chug that shit, and like, all right, fuck, I gotta finish this, and then I finish whatever I gotta do, and yeah, that's kind of how I do it. I'm not saying that's the way to do it. It's probably not healthy because. I think I was talking to David Fig this morning. I was talking to David Fig this morning, and then I was telling him, oh, yesterday was one of those days or 2 days ago, I needed to have I took a shitload of caffeine. I did the math, bro. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's not healthy, but it's probably like close to like 800, 900 milligrams. So I took pre-workout, and then I had three cups of coffee throughout the day, and I had a bang in the afternoon.
Damn, man, you're looking for a heart attack right there.
I know, dude, I know. But I mean, I still drink my water. I drink over a gallon of water. I still do my second workout in the night. So I don't know. Maybe it gets out of my system or something. I don't know. I'm not a fucking doctor. But now today I'm good. Today I'm like underneath like I'm under the 500s, So
there's really a lot of in the United States. Well, here this is the land of opportunity
for now until we get our fucking shit together.
Yeah, I really think I would really push. I push people that I know. Like, I get a lot of customers that tell me they're proud of me, which feels really good. But then I bring up the topic, like, what about you? Why don't you do something? And unfortunately, a lot of them said that as they were young in their 20s, they partied, and that they really regret it. That they started having kids in their 20s, they didn't think of the future. They were just living the moment. So now when they reach their 30s, they realize, like, shit, like, I'm 30 years old. What do I have to do something with my life? And they kind of said it was already too late because they're either deep shit in a fucking rental house, in an apartment, already have their wife, already have 2 kids. So at age 30, 31, 32, it'll be kind of hard for them to leave to leave their job to start their own thing because they have big liabilities there that they can't get rid of no more.
Yeah, but it's not impossible, dude. Though it's not impossible. People have done it, like once they're older. Yes, it's gonna be harder. You got to think about, like, if you have kids, like, damn, if I do this move, it's gonna be selfish of me because I have kids and it's gonna affect them too if this goes wrong. So it kind of does make it a little bit harder.
Yeah,
but it's not impossible. There's plenty of people who've done it with kids, and then past their 30s, 40s, and their 50s. I mean, honestly, I can't name them on the top of my head, but I know just like pretty sure I'm some famous people who are pretty big now, and they started late.
Better late than never, you know.
Yeah, of course. And then, but I mean, in our case, like in my case, I started when I was 18, and honestly, it's also how you get your education at home. And you know, my parents always been hard workers.
I think it all starts with the parents. You know,
it does.
Honestly,
It starts how they raise you.
Teach us, yeah.
If they raise you to be like, oh, you get your way, and then you're at the store, you start making a scene, and because you want a toy and shit, and you know they give it to you just so you can shut up and stuff like that. Little things like that, they add up to like the big things.
The big things.
Yeah, I think once I tried to do that with my mom when I was a kid, and then she said no, and then I made a scene, and then she like fucked me up in the store. And ever since, I've never done that again. But it's little things like that add up, you know. Yeah. And then so obviously I picked up on those things. It's like I think, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in my first episode, but like if you grow up with like obviously parents being like drug addicts, doesn't mean you're gonna be a drug addict, but the outcome of you becoming more prone to like addicted to that is higher than a person who grows up in a household who grows up with parents who are hard workers and stuff.
How do they say, if you hang out often at the barbershop, you're eventually gonna end up getting a haircut, right?
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna be a barber.
Yeah,
I don't think I've heard that. Maybe I have. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, no, because your hair grows. You're at the barbershop.
Yeah, and then you're at the barbershop. You're gonna say, "Fuck it, I'm already."
I thought you were gonna say like you eventually become a barber. No, but no, it's true though. It's true. And so I grew up with that. My parents, my mom, before she met my dad, she had her own ice cream truck.
Okay.
So she would sell ice creams, and no, you know what? No, that was what she was with my dad. My bad. She was with my dad already. I was already like a kid and stuff, like a baby. Yeah. And she had her ice cream truck and so I kind of like little by little was introduced to that. My dad has his own car wash when I was a baby too. So little things like that I picked up on their steps. So yeah, so like you said, it does come back to how your parents raise you.
Yeah. See, on me, I broke the family chain.
Yeah, and then there's another case like you could break the family chain. It's obviously gonna be much harder because you're used to just seeing this and this and this. So doing something that's not like that is gonna be more resistance, you know.
Exactly. Like I tell people with that, like, let's say like they tell me like, I wish I had your mentality when I was your age, and I tell them it's not too late.
It's not too late. No,
you know, there's always side hustles. It's never a bad thing, you know. I get it. People are tired after work. After 5 o'clock, you just want to go home and like the usual people open up a beer and hit the shower and watch TV. But
my homie was all like, today I was all like, oh, he wanted to go get food. And I was like, I'm gonna go run. Let's go for a run. Like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I was like, bitch, I've been tired since like 6 a.m.
Yeah, well, fuck. Check it out. I'm running on 15 minutes of sleep for the past like 3 fucking days. Nah, you know, dude. So
you gotta get some sleep.
It's just if you want it bad, you go after it. You know,
it just depends how bad you want it. You know, I want it bad, so that's why the days like honestly like yesterday and today I left like an hour too early from work. But I don't feel bad because I always get here like minimum an hour and a half before we actually open to get my shit done. Yeah. So usually by the end of the day, I could either just be here, fuck around with the guys or something, or just go home and do my workouts and stuff. Yeah. So yesterday and today was one of these. I left like around like 5 to 5:30. Got my work out of the way. Once it hit 7, instead of being here and closing up, I'll just be ready for bed type shit.
Yeah.
And it feels good, dude, because I've been getting like last night I got 8 hours of sleep. The night before I got like 7 hours and a half. So hopefully tonight I get like at least 7 or something.
I'm sorry I got here late.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. But yeah, dude, freaking entrepreneurship, this shit's hard, but it's not impossible.
It's also like a lot of people say, it's not for the weak.
It's not, bro. If you like he says, like if you're like an emotional like wreck and stuff, like you gotta like, oh, I need to take a break. You're never gonna make it. You're always gonna stay there. No, and then like the shit that I'm trying to do, bro, that's why I don't take any days off. I work Monday through Monday or Monday to Sunday or whatever. Yeah. And it's because what I'm trying to do is fucking huge. Like if I say it on camera, it's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Well, like Elon Musk, for example, that guy says, how'd you say it? If somebody works, if another company works 40 hours a week,
and you do the double,
and you do the 80 hours a week, you're already ahead doubled. And I think that's pretty true.
Yeah, especially
You know?
obviously within a week, you're just gonna be like, okay, it's only this X amount of hours. But yeah, I mean, a business is a business for 5, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20, 30 years. You know, obviously you do the math over those years, it's gonna add up
It's
to a
gonna add up.
significant amount of hours.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude, like today I left early, and I mean, I already got my work out of the way. Feel good. I feel solid. I mean, I'm a little sleepy, but still pushing through. It's 10 p.m. Trying to be in bed before 11. So
I know I haven't talked to him in a good minute, but I knew some dude, some white dude. I used to talk to him a lot. I need to get a hold of him. But he started off cleaning windows. Like he didn't like being told what to do either. He didn't like having a job. So he says, "Screw it, I'm gonna start cleaning windows for houses, commercial buildings, so and so, so on." And he just thought nothing of it. I know. Maybe within like 3-4 years of doing it, he already had like a couple of employees enough to where he ended up having to get an office because of the business. His business
he's
was
growing.
just growing.
Yeah,
Dude, and this is cleaning windows.
I know there's business for everything. Like people might think, oh,
You know?
there's already too much competition for this, too much competition for that. That's, I mean, if there's a market for that, it's obviously because it's working. So what you got to do is you got to get in there, see where where you could improve. Like not everyone has it right, so you got to find where their loopholes are in.
Yeah,
gotta find like, okay, I noticed this company does this really good, but they don't do this really good. So I'm gonna do what they do good plus
Innovate.
what they don't,
Yeah.
plus what they suck at. I'm gonna make that work, and you just get pieces of each. Like every company has their strengths and their weaknesses.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
if you want to make something good out of it, you obviously incorporate the good things, and then the weak things put it like on another list. Like, okay, this is what they do bad, and this is how I'm gonna improve that. And then obviously it's not gonna happen overnight. Like it's gonna take like years. It really depends on how much work you put in and stuff. But I'd say minimum 5 to 10 years to make it to make something like moving and stuff. And that's another thing. People think entrepreneurship is like overnight, and maybe it is overnight for some people. But
if you're lucky,
kind of, bro. I mean, yeah. I guess you could get lucky with like, oh, this shit went hot, and like, oh, I'm selling this. But okay, let's say you do make an X amount of money for like 5-10 years, but you okay, let's say it took you only 1 year or 2 years. Okay, cool, you have the money, you have the fucking Ferrari, the Gucci belts, the whatever, all the designer shit, but it's not gonna last you because you never really went through the whole process for you to get this, like, learn the skills on how to actually keep that and multiply it and quadruple it and whatever
right there.
Yeah,
exactly.
so the moment you hit like a plateau, or the moment a crisis happens, since it happens to you like overnight, you don't have the skills.
You don't have
the skills. So what do? You panic and you fucking and you go to shit.
And you go to shit.
And you die. No. No, but yeah, dude. So that's why I'm grateful. That's what you have to be grateful for the tough times, because when it gets tough, you gotta just grit it out.
Like even my buddy Luis, he does
Elite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy. I love that guy.
I think I've met him once, maybe once. I think I bought a shirt off of him.
Okay.
So I did meet him.
Okay.
But I think it was like a day there was an event, so there was a lot going on.
Okay.
And I didn't really know much of him, but I know they call him the Greek god.
Yeah, no, that guy's an animal, dude. I feel honored
he's fucking badass.
I started working out with him, back in like the young David days, young Luis.
Like high school days. Or what?
I think even before high school.
Really?
Yeah, and then dude, I still remember one time, he was only like 100 pounds, and there was some dude benching like 120 dumbbells on each arm, and I was like, look, Luis, that guy's benching more than two of you, and dude, believe me or not, Luis was shorter than me for a minute, and then the dude just stretched out one day to the other. But anyways, yeah, like me and him talk here and there. He's a busy person. I'm a busy person. We talk, and then like even himself, he says that shit ain't easy, And back to, I don't know if it's ever happened to you, but do people ever give you that like that smart, like, Mr. Boss over here?
Kind of, bro. I get it a lot. You know what happens a lot? The must be nice. I'm like, motherfucker,
dude.
if you see the shit that I go through, like,
I'm not a fighter, dude, but when people tell me that shit, I feel
bro.
like fucking kicking their ass.
Must be nice to do XX or go here or buy this or like not even have to look at the price. I mean, to an extent,
Yeah.
But I'm like, bitch, look at the shit that I do,
Yeah.
When you're here playing on your fucking phone or doing this or doing that or
fucking being able to go out on the weekends.
Yeah, or like,
shit,
you don't have money, but yeah, I'm here fucking eating dinner with fucking my friends or my girl or my freaking cousins and getting drinks. Like, going to Vegas or stressing about not being able to afford a concert ticket and shit.
Yeah.
And you're over here like saying, "Oh, must be nice." Like, bro, put in the work, do something.
Yeah, no,
you know what I actually did today?
What's up?
I unfollowed and removed followers from my Instagram that don't contribute to my.
Oh, okay.
To my benefit.
Okay, no.
So I was looking like, fuck, this is dumbass. This is a dumbass. This is a dumbass. This is a dumbass. I don't know why I'm following you. So I got rid of a bunch of people who kind of just like,
okay,
they're just like.
That's honestly
they just drain energy,
Exactly, and that's really the people you don't want.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone ever watches this. Sorry guys, but I had to get rid of you.
It's honestly
nothing personal,
man.
but I'm just trying to stay more focused. More focused on the bigger picture. Cause the shit I'm trying to do, bro. Is
that why you mute your messages when I text you throughout the day?
What?
like Pollo has silenced his messages.
Oh, is that what he says?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Fucking Apple. What the fuck?
I'm just like, I know why.
Really?
Yeah, I know the intentions. You want to stay focused.
Yeah.
You want to stay focused.
I put my phone in, what is that, did not disturb or something?
Yeah.
And I just tossed it in my gym bag.
Yeah.
And I just leave it
And
there.
then when I show you a text, it says, Pollo has silenced phone.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Notify. Yeah. And then I know exactly why.
I did
You're
not
busy.
know that.
But that's kind of what I have to do.
Trying to be productive.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Be productive, not busy. Remember, be productive.
But anyways, I want to finish up the last thing with Luis. He himself says that it's hard for him, and he took the risk. I would consider him an entrepreneurship because I know he wants to make it big. He wants to make a company out of it eventually. And that's entrepreneurship, and that has to do with clothing,
Clothing, yeah. I mean, everyone's going to need clothes. You just got to stand out because there's so many fucking companies.
Yeah, and he's still doing it.
Yeah. I see the little things that he does.
So
I personally, I don't know. I just haven't bought shit from him. Just that one T-shirt because it was like an event at House of Gains. So I just like, I'm going to buy one. But I haven't bought one. I kind of feel like a dick, but I should.
The dude's badass. The dude has a.
I think my cousin sees him at the gym. If anything, he's probably there with him right now.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but no, we still got a couple minutes, three more minutes or something. All right, David, Q&A. What you got for me? Ask me anything. I'll answer it straight up.
Okay. When did you realize that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
Well, like I said, ever since
it's what you grew up with, right?
Yeah, what I grew up with. Ever since I was a kid, I want to have, because I obviously saw my mom and dad have their own store, so you know what, I want to do that one day. They would always tell me, they're gonna be yours and stuff, but deep inside, I'm like, I don't want, yeah, it's cool.
You want to build your own shit.
I want to do my own shit, yeah.
Dude, ask me the question now. Mine's pretty interesting.
Okay. When are you gonna hire your first employee?
Oh shoot! No, I want you to ask me when did I realize I wanted to be an entrepreneur?
When did you realize you wanted to be an entrepreneur? So
check it out. One morning, I was working on a car. This is a couple years ago. I was working on a car. It was maybe 10:30, 11. I was working on a car, and my boss comes at me with coffee. He's drinking coffee, and then he passed my back. He's all like, "What's up, man?" I'm like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" And then he's all like, "Are you almost done with this?" And then I'm all like, "Yeah." And then he's all like, "Okay, cool." And then I'm like, "What about you, man? What are you doing?" And he's like, I just got here. Decided to sleep in today. But
shit, you're fuck.
Thankfully, everyone's here, Dude, that's what, believe it or not, they just snapped into my head.
Yeah, fuck it, I gotta do this shit.
I was like, fuck this guy. If he could fucking do it, why can't I?
Exactly. I see some other people damn, you did this shit, bro?
Dude, and the dude's...
I could do this shit too.
The dude's not even born in fucking United States. He's fucking straight out of Mexico,
bro.
Dude.
So even my dad, I saw the shit that he did. So come on, if he could do it, I'm younger. I'm smart. I got more technology. I could do this shit 10 times more.
I shit you not. I think he even told me to hurry up. I was like, oh shit. All right.
I'll catch up to you, bro. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll see you in
catch
5-10 years.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, bro. So we're running out of time.
That's
Thank you
it.
guys for tuning in. We're trying to keep it under 30 minutes because the camera still has some issues. It stops like at 30. I'm pretty sure it stopped recording already. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in with the Peace Talk Raw and shit. Pollo is out and
Pulido is out. You guys have a great Friday night and a good weekend.
all right, guys. Peace out. Thank you.